WXPN Morning Show at 9:20. Just really wonderful to welcome a new voice here on the Women's Music Hour. Are you tweeting about this?
Yes, I'm Facebooking and tweeting about it.
That's great. Welcome to the modern world. Gina Sicilia is here. It's wonderful to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you too. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Gina is opening for Shamika Copeland tonight. XPN welcoming that show to the Sellersville Theater. And Gina has been playing around town and around the country and getting absolute rave reviews from all kinds of blues publications. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
2 CDs out and another one coming when?
And 2 more on the way, actually, in 2011. One of them in the winter and one of them probably in the spring.
So the story is that you heard Bobby Blue Bland and that was it? You were hooked on the blues? What age were you?
Yeah, well, I was probably about 13 or 14 years old, and I actually saw a commercial on TV for a CD called Solid Gold Soul, and I ordered it right away. And on the CD was B.B. King and Bobby Bland and James Carr, and I immediately just fell in love with that kind of music. It just sounded instantly familiar to me and spoke to me, and I just instantly grew to love it, and I began writing it as well.
That is terrific. What does your family think about all this?
They're probably listening right now. They're very enthusiastic about it. They're very excited for me, and they're really pushing for me and rooting for me. So.
Well, you've been doing it a long time now because you're all of what, 23?
25.
You're 25. So you've been officially doing this now for 11 years. That's a commitment, especially at a young age. So they can believe that you're serious about it. And you're going to be opening for Shamika Copeland tonight.
Yes,
How
I
exciting.
It's very exciting.
You haven't played with her before.
I've never played with her before, but I do know her, and I know her guitar player, so we're all kind of friends, and it's going to be a fun night. But I'm a little nervous because she's a tough act to go on before because she's such an amazing voice. But I think it's going to be
She's such a darling. I'm sure she's going to appreciate you. So you brought your producer, friend, guitar player in your band with you?
Yes, I have. His name is Dave Gross, and he's from New York City area.
Great. And Dave's going to be there in the band tonight.
Yes, he will be there.
So what are you going to do for us?
I am going to perform a song that I wrote, and it's going to be appearing on my unreleased CD, which I do not have a title yet for. It'll probably be out next year. This CD was produced by Glenn Barrett in Springhouse, PA, at Morning Star Studios. And this song is called Don't Wanna Be No Mother, Don't Wanna Be No Wife. Back in time, that I'm stuck here living in my own hell. But when I look in the mirror, I don't even recognize
Sicilia with Dave Gross here in the studio on the Women's Music Hour. What a sad song. Whatever possessed you to write that? Certainly not out of your own experience.
No, fortunately, no, not out of my own experience. Well, actually, I can tell you the story. I was actually sitting in the airport in my terminal, waiting to board my plane to Disney World. I was going to Disney World, and my flight was delayed, of course, as they always are. And so I was just sitting there around me. I had a pad of paper, and I'm a people watcher, as a songwriter. I think a lot of songwriters are people watchers. So I was just sitting there doing my people watching. I was observing a lot of different families, and in particular the wives and their husbands, and the way they interacted with their kids. And I wrote that song, I guess, just based on the observations that I made that day at the airport on my way to Disney World.
That's really sad. That's about more than one person that you observed. It's great to meet you. Thank you for coming in. Gina has 2 CDs out, and they're available at the show tonight?
Yeah, they'll be available at the show tonight. And also, you can get them online. You can get them Amazon.com,
Right.
iTunes.
Your website, too. And the song that we just heard will be on the next album.
Yes, it'll be on the next album. And also, later this month, I'm shooting a music video for it. And I'm going to release it as my next single.
Great.
It'll be on iTunes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So that's Gina Sicilia, who's from Bucks County originally,
Yes.
and now taking her voice all over the country. XPN welcoming her and Shamika Copeland tonight at Sellersville Theater, and there's more information on the concerts page at xpn.org. Thanks, Gina, and thanks, Dave, too.
Thanks so much.
This was really great. Cheryl Cronow as our road